and we also have reports that this alleged shooter was an ex-employee at that hospital.
And as we mentioned before, this is the largest not-for-profit hospital. They do a lot of things other than just acute care. They do a lot of long-term care, patients who are in there for therapy and things of that nature, psychiatric needs, patients of all demographics inside this hospital right now, no doubt terrified. But police are inside, and I'm sure that's bringing some comfort to them. We're hearing the special ops team is also inside there, the hospital on lockdown, and the gunman is also barricaded inside right now. We're hearing with a rifle, which he assumedly used to carry out this shooting around 3 o'clock this afternoon.
All right, Jessica, I just want to bring in a caller that we have, a witness, a hospital worker, and also community activist, Sidney Flores. Sidney, can you hear us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Sidney, I understand that you were actually in the hospital during the time of the shooting. Tell us what you know.
Well, I was about getting ready to finish my tour when a red alert alarm went off indicating fire at a certain location. After that alarm of a fire, of a possible fire, there were reports coming in of someone being shot upstairs.
So, Sidney, did you hear anything?
No, I was too far down. I was in the ground level. This apparently happened at one of the high floors, 12, I think, between 12 and 17 maybe.
And are the floors separated as to, what treatment the patient is seeking? And if that is so, what floor, what are those higher floors? What type of patients do they mainly treat in that area?
That I can't tell you exactly.
So once that alarm went off, what kind of activity?
If it was on the 12th floor, that is clinic floor, clinic area.
What floor did you say, Sidney?
It's a clinic area.
A clinic, okay. And so
yes.
Right after the alarm went off, what happened? How were you able to did you run outside? What did you hear?
Well, I had paid attention to my walkie-talkie, and I started asking some of my co-workers if they were okay over the radio. I told dispatch to call 911 because somebody was asking, somebody was having a hard time getting through to dispatch. So I picked it up on my radio, and I told, and then I myself, I also dialed 911. And I saw a gentleman leaving the building with a woman, and he was saying out loud what he saw. So I stopped him, and I asked him what did he see, and he told me he saw an African-American man with a pretty large weapon upstairs.
And as far as what you're seeing now, where are you, Sidney? Are you still at the hospital?
Yeah, I'm outside. Nobody can go in. All the exits are sealed off. There's tons and tons of police and EMS here, and they're not letting anybody out. The first shift, my co-workers from the first shift are in the hospital. They can't come out yet until they're told they're free to go.
And what about any victims? Have you heard reports from any of your friends inside about people who have been shot?
Well, I heard there was a possible one female DOA, and I also heard there was a doctor shot.
And Sidney, as far as you know, the extent of treatment that patients are receiving at this hospital, I mean, is there going to be a concern for emergency services, and if patients are going to be able, to get the treatment that they need, if there's anything critical happening?
Well, I'm not right now. I'm pretty sure they're rerouting any ambulance arrivals to this hospital to other hospitals. I'm sure for safety.
And as far as the police presence, can you just describe what you're seeing, please?
Oh, well, on the Grand Concourse, there are lots of police and emergency vehicles, even MTA, SWAT team. And there's a lot of detectives in the area, and aviation was circling the hospital as well, 2 helicopters.